With integrity and resilience, we move towards a brighter future. The journey continues.
In April 1997, an Indian politician received a state funeral. His coffin was draped in the national flag of India, but alongside it lay the flags of two other sovereign nations, Russia and Indonesia. The man was Biju Patnaik. Officially, his primary role was serving as the chief minister of the Indian state of Odisha. Yet behind this regional title was a man who acted as a covert liaison to the CIA and earned the highest honors of multiple foreign governments. Long before he held public office, Patnaik trained as an aviator. He built his early life around the physical risks of the cockpit, developing a comfort with high-stakes, split-second decision-making. To understand how the modern industrial economy of Odisha took shape, or how key mid-century global alliances were forged, we have to view the world through his specific lens. Patnaik approached international diplomacy and local governance the same way he flew an airplane. During the Second World War, Patnaik flew transport aircraft directly into active combat zones. He navigated military supply routes through heavy enemy fire. His flights included delivering vital arms and logistical support to the Soviet Red Army. He maintained these supply lines even during the extreme conditions of the Battle of Stalingrad, ensuring Allied forces held the Eastern Front. Because he repeatedly risked his own life to maintain those logistics, the Soviet Union awarded him the Order of Lenin, their highest civilian decoration. The Russian flag on his coffin was a direct recognition of his wartime service. By 1947, the Dutch military was attempting to suppress the Indonesian independence movement. This map illustrates the strict sea and air blockade they established around the archipelago to trap the movement's leaders. Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru wanted to support the Indonesian cause. Facing a total blockade, Nehru personally asked Patnaik to find a way to extract the trapped leaders. Patnaik flew a Dakota aircraft off the grid, evading Dutch radar and fighter patrols. He touched down on an improvised dirt strip near Jakarta, fueled his plane using leftover Japanese military reserves found in the jungle, and loaded his passengers. One of the key figures he airlifted out was Sukarno, who would later become Indonesia's first president. The extraction allowed him to reach international allies, keeping the independence movement alive. Indonesia granted Patnaik honorary citizenship and later awarded him the Bintang Jasa Utama. He earned their flag by proving he could bypass military blockades with sheer technical skill. Following Indian independence, Patnaik applied those same skills domestically. In October 1947, he flew the first wave of Indian troops into Srinagar, a logistical move that secured the Kashmir Valley. His combination of aviation expertise and political trust made him an incredibly useful asset for the new Indian government. By 1963, he was operating as a backdoor diplomat, undertaking a solo, highly classified mission to Washington, D.C. He bypassed normal diplomatic channels to meet directly with U.S. President John F. Kennedy. Their discussions focused on highly specialized military assistance and night fighter capabilities for the Indian Air Force. Patnaik also met with Defense Secretary Robert McNamara and CIA leadership. He successfully negotiated the creation of the Aviation Research Center, a highly classified intelligence collaboration between the U.S. and India based at an airbase in Odisha. He didn't rely on the slow bureaucracy of traditional statecraft. He used a pilot's mindset to identify a target, plot the most direct route, and secure vital intelligence networks for his country. This brings us back to his regional political career. How does a man who runs covert extractions and spy bases actually govern a local territory? Patnaik served 2 separate terms as the chief minister of Odisha. When he applied his focus to local politics, he treated the state with the exact same urgency as his wartime missions. He ignored incremental policy tweaks. Instead, he mapped out massive physical infrastructure projects designed to rapidly extract and process the state's natural resources. This blueprint pushed through the port of Paradip, aviation centers, highway bridges, and thermal power stations. His goal was a self-reliant population, physically constructing an economy strong enough to recapture the historical independence of the region. The 3 flags on his coffin represent one consistent approach. The same momentum he used for supplying the Eastern Front, rescuing foreign leaders, and forging global intelligence alliances is exactly what he used to bulldoze a path for an industrial Odisha.